Hi everyone. So after I did that Victoria University campus tour video, I did get a lot of messages from people asking me if they should come to Australia alone without a partner and if they would be able to make enough money to survive and sustain safe. So I thought, since I don't really have, or I didn't have the time to write long messages to everybody, I thought why not do a sit-down video to answer this very question, so that people who have asked me can also see for themselves, and also for those who might be wondering the same thing. Now, a disclaimer here, this is just a personal experience and opinion, and I by no means claim to be an education consultant, okay? So use your own judgment, please, and yeah, listen to what I have to say and what others have to say, but to make the final decision, use your own judgment. So yeah, that's it, and without further ado, let's get into it. I actually make some notes, so I didn't want to leave like anything. So now the first question was, should you come to Australia alone without a partner, right? That's the first question. My straight out answer would be, why not? If that's what you want to do and if you think you can do it, okay? Now I'm saying this because that's what I have done, and I would give it that it's not easy at all, but I'm still doing it. However, I would emphasize that you take very careful consideration of factors such as your course, your fees, living expenses, your class hours, and other factors, right? In my case, I'm doing my master's and my fees per semester is it was about 16,000 something per semester when I applied, and now it has increased and it has come to about 18,000 plus per semester. So before coming here, I made it a point to have enough at least to pay for the entire first semester, give full amount. I mean, if you can, it would be very wise to have the full amount for at least the first year, but for me, I just did for the first one semester, give full payment. So that way, it gave me enough time to work towards and save towards my second semester's fee. So I was in a good place, right? It also helped that the university that I go to actually introduced this block model payment, which means now I don't have to pay like the entire semester's fee upfront. So what I do instead now is, for the unit that I would be studying that month, I'm going to be paying only for that month. So which means I had more time to work towards making my tuition fee, since my entire tuition fee is divided by 4 months and I have to pay it in 4 installments. Yeah, that's the right word, 4 installments. So it was an added advantage to me. So if you think that whatever I have mentioned is something similar to what you will be doing, then yes, I would say you will be able to do it. It's not easy, but it's not impossible. That's what I'm going to say, okay? So that brings us to the second part of the question. Something that everybody seems to be curious about when you are coming alone is, can you make enough money, right? Now my question back to you is, do you mean, can you make enough money to sustain and survive, or can you make enough money to sustain, survive, and save? Now, if your objective is the second one, then no, you might have to put that hope on hold for a while. That's saving hope, okay? Then again, I would again say and reiterate to take into consideration the factors that I have been mentioning even in the beginning of this video, right? Your loan repayment, your fees, your living expenses, and of course the number of hours that you can work, especially taking into consideration your class hours, okay? Taking my example again, my expenses are my tuition fee, then my living expenses, which includes rent, electricity, water, gas, transport, phone bill. I think that's about it. And then miscellaneous, where I account for things I want to buy, or like, you know, go out and have fun, things like that, right? So because I'm doing my master's, my classes are usually in the evening, so which means I can work 8 hours a day full time. And because right now we don't have work limitation until June 2023, if I choose to, I can actually work 7 days a week if I get enough shifts, that is. And yes, that is enough to cover these expenses of mine. And I don't have loan repayments, so I think that is also a huge help. to limit my expenses. So if you can relate your current circumstances to mine, then yes, it is not very easy, but it isn't impossible again, and you can do it. So this is my personal experiences and answer to the question of, should you be coming to Australia alone without a partner, and can you make enough money? Okay, now another suggestion here, at least something that I've done and that has really helped me, is making an Excel sheet. I would suggest, so you can make 2 Excel sheets, one as an expense Excel sheet and one as an income Excel sheet. Okay, so in the expense Excel sheet, create 3 more sheets under it, and one you make it as an expense before coming here and one coming here, and another you make it as an expense sheet for the first month here, and the third one as a recurring one. 2 and 3 will be similar, but 2 nalu you will have the first time the one-time payment /theme, and second time, third ki sheet nalu di you will have the same as the second one minus the one-time payments. Then you create the income source Excel sheet. So in that you put the number of hours you can work depending upon your class hours, and then multiply it by the minimum wage. And I would say minimum wage here because that's about $19 AUD. So I would say that one and not go to the maximum, because then you're safer, right? And total it up and try to see if it tallies or if it can make up for your expenses. So that's what I did, and it really helped me, and I hope it does help you, combining with what I have mentioned at the beginning about the factors to take into picture, and hopefully it helps you decide whether you should be coming to Australia alone or not, and if you can make enough money. Yeah, thank you everyone, and I hope you find this helpful. Good luck, and hopefully see you in Australia. Bye.